They see me rolling, they hating.
The mid-2000s was a great period for hip-hop. New artists were crawling out the woodwork, and many of these rappers became instant hit makers. But while some sustained their success, others faded away quicker than they came onto the scene. One of those was the riding dirty spitter Chamillionaire. But the difference with the Houston rapper was that he went away on his own terms. After only seeing major success from his breakout record Ridin, fans thought he was just another one-hit wonder.
Eventually, over time, this entertainment stuff, man, it could be a drainer to you. It could kill you. Like, it's the person that understands business that's the most successful.
Chamillionaire disappeared from the music game, but the visionary was plotting on something way bigger, which would make him a multi-millionaire years later.
And there's more out there. There's more out there than just basketball or being a rapper. There's companies that are changing the world.
The story of how Chamillionaire went from being labeled a one-hit wonder to becoming a tech millionaire is part of a broader, more powerful story. 2005 and 2006 were fruitful years for Chamillionaire. Seeing the rewards of his grind during the mixtape days, Ridin was one of the biggest songs in the world. The global hit was a favorite choice for everyone's ringtone, breaking ringtone records at the time. And the social message of the song, which was intended to address racial profiling by the police, seemed like it went over everyone's head. Either way, he won a Grammy for it, and the song topped the Billboard Hot 100 for weeks. And it was looking like Chamillionaire had a fruitful career ahead in music. But this was far from the case. Chamillionaire never got anywhere near that career peak again. He still dropped mixtapes from time to time, but none of them even scratched the surface compared to his breakout record. It seemed like the artist was quietly fading to the background as another one-hit wonder. But little did he know, this low point would be setting him up for a major comeback down the line. The rapper was stuck in a rut with his record label. Years went by with Universal refusing to release him from his deal. After hiring Jay-Z's auditor to look deeper into his finances, he discovered that the label had been hiding $600K from him. This betrayal ended up being the artist's saving grace, as they finally let him go after he threatened to teach all the artists on the label how to properly audit themselves.
It's just all fake, you know what I'm saying? This industry is like every man for themselves. Everybody's trying to get one up on the other. Everybody's trying to eat. Everybody's trying to be the best. Because I just realized that this is the industry we in. It's fake, and I'd rather just exist in my own mind.
This situation made the Grammy Award winner see the music industry for what it really was. He believed that the music game was designed to rip artists off and make them compromise their morals. Now, at the end of the decade, Chamillionaire made a decision that would change his career and his life as we know it. The man once referred to as the mixtape messiah decided to pivot away from the music industry altogether and turn his attention to the budding tech industry, which was making waves at the time. Being curious to know more about investing, he began attending tech conferences to learn how companies are funded and valued.
You know, I'll be around my friends and I'll always be like, hey man, I'm going to this tech conference and there's all these interesting companies and I don't know, it's like, it seems like that's not what they're interested in. So I just try to be a voice to let them know like, hey man, there's more out there. There's more out there than just basketball or being a rapper. There's companies that are changing the world.
At a tech convention in 2009, venture capitalist Mark Suster admired the rapper for his ability to engage an audience, using his performing know-how to captivate people in the tech world. Off the back of this solid connection, he started making small co-investments with tech firms, starting with Maker Studios, an online video talent agency now owned by Disney, where he was one of the earliest investors. With his rap career now in his rear view, the entrepreneur now has investments in 60 different companies. The idea of tech wasn't a sudden revelation for the former artist. During his short run in the game, he noticed companies like Napster capitalizing on the tech boom. Chamillionaire told record executives that investing in technology was the future of the music industry. But his suggestions were met with doubt and skepticism, and they told him just to focus on the music. It was this rejection that made the investor so bullish when he entered the tech space. The rapper turned investor got into the Lyft ride-sharing app before it went public, and had the foresight to invest in Ring, the video doorbell system, which was later acquired by Amazon.
I was up on the digital stuff ahead of time. I was really paying attention to people. When the market was shifting and stuff was moving over to ringtones, I got on it early because, okay, this is what everybody's saying, and I was paying attention.
The rapper who had the most popular ringtone in the mid-2000s was now riding the wave of tech startups that were entering the space, and was making lucrative plays without the backing of a music career he once had. Makers Studios, the rapper's first major investment, sold for a reported $500 million in 2014, bringing the tech entrepreneur a significant profit. The combination of all his investments since leaving the music game had now made the former rapper a multi-millionaire. With his rap name being a blend of the words chameleon and millionaire, he had now embodied this by adapting to a new environment and thriving by making millions in the process, with a reported net worth of $50 million in 2024. While Chamillionaire was on this prosperous journey in the rap game he left behind, many of his former peers were falling victim to the politics and pitfalls of the industry. Technological advances such as streaming and social media either springboarded artists or left them in the dust. All while the entrepreneur was directly benefiting from these tech companies he had invested in, while maintaining his integrity in the process. Instead of being a victim of the changes that the new tech was having on the music industry, he got ahead of the curve by becoming a part of the change. These days, the tech mogul works to assist other entertainers and athletes to invest in startups early on.
What is the significance of you being in the tech space? Why did you feel the need to dive into the tech space?
Not wanting to leave his hip-hop friends behind, he has reached out to artists like Snoop Dogg to invest and help bring more star power. Chamillionaire also became an entrepreneur in residence at the prestigious Upfront Ventures, a Los Angeles-based venture capital firm. This role allows him to scout for potential investments and advise companies in the firm's portfolio. At one of these summits, he unveiled his own app called Convos, which allows users to connect with each other via video, on a more personal level than conventional social media offers. The rapper turned investor has made an occasional return to the music on an independent level, and he has done shows paying homage to his former glory, but this time with bars about stocks and investing, while still securing a bag from music in the process.
People often post articles that I'm trying to be a billionaire. That's not actually the case. I believe that this industry has a lot of, just value in it, and this value hasn't been given to my community. So what I'm trying to do is learn as much as I can, make a lot of investments so I can plant some seeds to help my family, but then also bring a lot of other people in. That's really why I'm here.
Chamillionaire went from hitting a brick wall in the music industry to becoming a millionaire by pivoting and entering the tech industry. By having a sharp vision and being ahead of the curve, he was able to take the skills and knowledge he had gathered from his short run in the game over to making strategic investments that will pay dividends down the line. With technology currently changing the music industry for better and for worse, for Chamillionaire, he avoided any decline by being at the forefront of the tech industry and showing that the ceiling can be higher than album sales and shows. Even though he left the music game, he never forgot about his hip-hop roots and aims to pull others up with him by educating them on how to make plays like he did. The Houston rapper went from riding dirty to being a tech millionaire, and he has shown that by making strategic moves with a limitless mindset and belief, you can reach heights that you have never imagined.